Let's bring in right now Senator Doug Jones of the great state of Alabama. Senator, I could talk to you about a lot of things right now. It's great to have you, but I've just got to start with what you know I'm going to start about. Didn't we look good against Clemson on Monday night?
Oh, we did look good against Clemson. That was a team on a mission the other night, Joe, and I think they're going to carry that right into the game on Monday.
Yeah, all SEC, go Crimson Tide against the Bulldogs. What was your takeaway from your win from a state that you and I both love? Was it in part that the great people of Alabama decided to put country above party?
I believe that that's part of it. Quite frankly, we had also seen some enthusiasm after the November elections. We saw some enthusiasm and generated a lot of incredible energy out there of people that just wanting change, people realizing elections have consequences. And I think, but a part of that has to be also putting country above party and making sure that people voted on issues. You know, we focused on issues throughout the campaign. We focused on what we call the kitchen table issues, and people responded to that, even if they didn't agree with me on everything. People wanted to talk about the issues that mean most to them every day, and I think that was in part a large part of why we were successful.
Now, you're going to be pulled, obviously, by a lot of people in Washington, D.C., a lot of people who contributed to you, helped you get elected.
Right.
You're going to be pulled about as far left as possible. I know you are who you are. But as you go around to town hall meetings, how much are you going to listen to the people of Alabama and make sure that you're not in lockstep with them, but that you actually are a United States Senator that represents the values of the people of Alabama?
Well, I think that that's critical. I've made a promise during the campaign. I said it yesterday after I was sworn in, that I think a role of the senator is as much of two roles. You've got to listen and learn from your constituents, learn what they're hurting about, what they're concerned about. And the other part of that is to also to use your office to try to educate folks. I'm going to try to do that as much. I don't want to dodge people. I don't want to run from folks like we've seen so much in the last couple of years. I think the only way to be effective is to be out there, to talk to people. And again, we may not agree. We're not going to agree on everything, but I want to listen to hear those concerns. I think that's what people are looking for most. Somebody that's just going to care about them, listen to their concerns. And they know I was raised in politics by Senator Howell Heflin from Alabama. He was one of the great leaders, and he did that. He taught me how to listen. He taught me how to reflect Alabama. And that's what I hope to do. And I think it's going to be a tug of war both ways for my vote.
Can you name a major issue where you think you're going to be able to work with Richard Shelby and other Republicans in the Senate to do something that may not be popular with your Democratic base, may not be popular with Democrats in Washington, but will be more popular with the people back in your home state?
You know, I don't know if there's one specific issue that stands out right now. Washington's kind of almost what's the issue du jour? Every day there's something that new that pops up. I want to get involved in the CHIP program and try to see if we can get that funded. It means a lot to 150,000 kids in Alabama. I know there's going to be infrastructure bills that come up over the spring and the summer to try to work with. The one thing about Senator Shelby, I've known him for so long, ever since he was a state senator in Tuscaloosa, and I was at the University of Alabama. So we're going to work well together and try to do the things for the state, whether it's on the budget and trying to bring the military money into Alabama like we've had such a success at in the last few years. I think there's a number of things, but as we sit here today and we're going forward, we're just going to have to see what pops up, because every day is new around here. Every week is new.
All right, Doug Jones, thank you so much for being with us. Greatly appreciate it. Congratulations, and roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Thanks, Joe.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.